Appreciate you guys being here. Kelly's got a great squad. I think she's doing a great job. The history of this program is something really special and obviously a really tough and challenging place to play. I think Kelly's got her team playing really well right now. I think offensively, they're hot. They're knocking down threes. They've got great size in the paint that as soon as you try to help off of some of those perimeter players, they do a great job just playing really unselfish basketball. I'm proud of our players. I thought we've really battled. I thought out of the gates, obviously Tennessee threw the first punch and it would have been easy just to kind of lay down, but we found a way to continue to battle back and made a game out of it. Game of runs and obviously, from the point where we cut it to 3, late in the third, we just didn't have enough gas and again, give a lot of credit to Tennessee and those players. I think Spear is such a hard guard. She just can score at a variety of levels and shot the ball really well. Rickea Jackson, obviously a special player. I thought we did a better job in the second half, but she commands so much attention. But honestly, I could go down the roster. I mean, there's so much talent on this roster. And at the end of the day, I thought, we did a nice job on the boards. One of our focuses was not put them at that free throw line. There's such a good free throw shooting team. I thought we did a decent job there. So thought we battled against a really good team. One of our best players not being able to make the trip. So proud of our girls, not satisfied, but proud of our girls.
You want to go to the lady in the back there?
Coach, the way Missouri hits threes, you're never out of the game, but you mentioned Haley Frank. Just what is her status and how much has she missed in her experience in a game like this?
Yeah, I mean, I think when you look at our rosters and lineups on the court, I think, you've got a pretty heavy upperclassmen lineup in Tennessee, and we've got a lot of young players. I think there's a point in that game where we had 3, if not 4 freshmen on the court, or 3 freshmen and a sophomore, and just that experience is huge. And Frankie is a 5th-year senior, and so she's been in some of these games, and this environment, obviously, at Tennessee is something pretty special. And so, I mean, we missed her a lot, for sure. Just not only her scoring, but just from, a young lady that's been in these battles before. So hopefully she'll be back with us soon. Day-to-day injury, and talked to her this morning. Seemed like she was doing pretty well. So hope to get her back sooner than later for sure.
You weren't able to force a turnover in the first half. Is that more so something Tennessee was doing, or something you wanted to see your team kind of change in the second half?
Well, we tried. We felt like, there was an area that, maybe we could expose. They don't have a lot of weaknesses, and I'm not saying that's a huge issue for them, but, sometimes they get a little careless with the ball, and felt like maybe there would be some opportunities, and that's why we started off with our man defense, just trying to be a little bit more disruptive. But they did a really nice job taking care of the ball, especially in that first half.
You kind of got Tennessee's offense was really hitting its stride. They had 18 assists today from, Jewel had 7, Jasmine 6, we had 3. Just what about the way they're clicking offensively makes them difficult when you have any playmakers? Yeah,
one of the things that I think is most impressive watching Tennessee is just how unselfish they are. You see very few tough or contested shots, unless it's at the rim. And a lot of times they get to the free throw line off that. But I think they do a really good job with their ball movement. I noticed that in the Georgia game. Their ability to pass up a good shot for a great shot and making that one more pass. And also when you have a team that plays inside out, I think that makes it really, really hard to guard. And so they're, in my opinion, playing really, really well on the offensive end.
Coach, obviously, most of your attention goes to Rickea Jackson. How difficult is it as coach to prep knowing that Tennessee can give other contributions like the Pumpkins this year's?
Yeah. Well, Rickea is a great player, but our focus was collectively on the 5 that are on the court, and they go deep and they rotate a lot. And we played against Jewel when she was at Wake Forest, and certainly understand the firepower that she has. Puckett's been great. Yeah, again, just line them up. There's so much talent on this team, and yet they, continue to be so unselfish in the way they play. And so definitely a hard guard. You got to kind of pick and choose, where do you want to take some chances and create some opportunities on the defensive end. But I just felt like, especially in that first half, I thought Tennessee did a really good job of, making the adjustments offensively and knocking down shots, even if they were tough contested shots. I mean, they came out really hot offensively.
Anyone have another one? All right, we're gonna open up the Zoom. You guys on Zoom, so whenever you're ready, go ahead.
Hey, Coach, you all had a couple of solid scoring runs that allowed you to get back into the game, especially in the second half. But to you, what made it difficult to sustain that offensive success over the entire 40 minutes?
Well, yeah, I thought, a lot of our players stepped up. Obviously, we rely so much on Frankie scoring, and without her, I thought, our players did a good job stepping up. And honestly, we got shots. I didn't think we shot the ball, especially in that third quarter, particularly well. Maybe in the second and third, we got some good looks and weren't able to finish at the level that you need to. I mean, you're not going to get a lot of second shot opportunities against a team like Tennessee with their height and athleticism. And there was definitely some possessions that I thought they made it hard. But I also thought we had some looks. And then the other thing is I thought we got a little bit heavy on the dribble. I thought we were trying to do too much off the bounce versus trusting our cutting and screening action. And I think those possessions hurt us.
Coach, what did you think of the job that Abby did today, stepping in for Haley, and then also with these young players? You obviously would like to have Haley in every game, but do you think a game like this where you're throwing a lot of younger freshmen getting more experience, do you think this is a game where they can really learn something from?
I thought our freshmen were fabulous. I mean, I thought they showed up. Again, this is such a special place, the history here, the environment, the fan support. And so it's really a big stage under the bright lights. And I thought the way our freshmen showed up, I was really, really proud of them and proud of our team. I mean, we're missing a key piece. And so the way they made the adjustment and I thought Abby came in and did a nice job. Obviously, we're one rotation down, but if you're asking specifically about our freshmen, I thought they were outstanding for us tonight.
Coach, Mama was very aggressive on offense early on. She started 4-4 and she led your team in points today. What do you think of her performance on offense?
Yeah, I thought she was an incredible leader for us. I thought, just her voice in the huddles and in halftime and the way that she continued to show up. And we talked about the importance of that before the game, just knowing that she's got a young roster, that her leadership was going to be really, really important for us, and shorthanded without Frankie out there. And so that leadership piece was going to be, just really important for our freshmen. I thought she did a great job starting with her leadership, but also being aggressive offensively.
Any more questions? All right,
Thank you, guys.